I grew up on movies, The Goonies or even Star Wars, where it was all about team building and groups and friends. And, this sell on Power Rangers is like you get to fight bad guys with your friends.
Let's vote. Show of hands. Let's do it.
And so it's almost like the Breakfast Club meets Guardians of the Galaxy, and they had, this beautiful baby. Yeah.
So the past films actually starred the TV actors. And so what we wanted to do with this reboot is, launch with a completely new set of fresh faces, playing those iconic characters.
It's going to be fun because it's not like playing other characters, I don't think. I think they're actually playing the characters that we played, which makes it even more fun and interesting to watch.
And take it to the next level.
As long as it fits the brand, I'm excited for the fans to have something like this happen, even if I'm not part of it. And it's sure exciting to see that. That's what I'm more excited about.
Go, go, Power Rangers!
It is the Power Rangers. It's plural. There's an S, and that's the group, that's the team. And without one person, without the Red Ranger, without the yellow, blue, you're missing a gap.
It's equally important to cast people in their individual roles that can bring to the fore what that character is and bring that character to life. At the same time, chemistry is as important, and often you can run into situations where you have great individual actors that just don't have chemistry on screen together.
Zordon, they don't know who you are.
Come in, come in.
These are them? They're so small.
Funny, I said the same thing, actually. What I like about what these actors bring to the roles is that this kind of honesty, and it was interesting. They played it more like we're talking about the Breakfast Club, like they're playing it all like these certain types, and they're not in a superhero movie. They're in like a drama.
Who are you?
And in fact, early on, we were using sides from the Breakfast Club as we were still honing our script and getting our script right.
I think being with you guys is good for me.
Let's do that. Let's tell our secrets. It'll help us. Okay, I got a secret. I like country music. So, matter of fact, I love country music.
And that was very instructive in a way because you realize what amazing chemistry those kids had on screen when you're literally reading the exact same sides from such a classic movie and then seeing where you're potentially falling short in that process.
The truth is, whatever we've said to each other, it doesn't matter. This is the only thing that matters.
Yeah, I think Power Rangers being my first, real gig, I think it was quite overwhelming to begin with. I was thinking, this is going to be such a huge undertaking, but at the same time, having many months to explore a character like that, on a film set of that scale is incredible because you learn so much. So I think, sort of looking at that outlook, I was extremely excited, yeah.
I learned so much from all of the cast, but especially Dee because, it was his first film just like it was mine. And it was cool to see somebody who had gone to drama school and thought, oh my God, I know exactly what I'm doing and everything. And then him really be like, this is amazing, and be so excited and so eager to learn still.
A lot of times when you're working with a cast that's really young, and I'm sure it was the same way with me when I first started out, you're so eager. And you push, and you keep putting it out there. And this is a tribute to Dean Israelite, our director, to be able to pull him back a little bit, sit on it a little bit, just be, don't act, just be it.
Okay, do that. Okay? Let's do it.
Okay, here we go.
And In this casting process, we did a lot of mix and matching, and it wasn't just mix and matching Jason and Kimberly, which would be the obvious ones. It was mix and matching all 5 of them together. So it really became a casting process of an ensemble.
I'm not lying when I say we genuinely get on so well, and that doesn't always happen, you know, it genuinely doesn't. It's quite rare that people gel so quickly, which is, you know, they obviously cast it right. I mean, it's kind of representative of the characters, I guess, because we are also so different from completely different continents, in fact.
And her character is really cool because it's the total opposite of her in real life. I'm more of a Kimberly in real life, and she's more of a Trini, which is hilarious. She's not a glam girl. She's not, you know, somebody who thinks much about herself in a bad way. You know, she's not egotistic, and Kimberly Hart is a bit in the beginning when you first have that first impression of her.
She encourages me, I encourage her, and she's fantastic. She's such a smart girl, and you know, I think when she first came, she was like, guys, you know, this is my first movie, but we're all, you know, learning together.
We're supposed to be rehearsing, but instead I'm talking to you guys. So if I get in trouble, it's your fault.
This is Becky's first film, and you would have thought she was doing it for years. And the thing is, Becky's a perfectionist, right? So she doesn't, you know, do anything. I don't care if it's waking up and washing her face. She's gonna wash her face perfectly. And when it comes to the film, she was always asking questions. She's so open-minded to new stuff, right?
Turning it around, New Deal checking. Woo! Yeah.
So it's like she wants to know this and why this happens or how this works. What is this angle gonna do for this shot?
He's just a smiley person. I mean, it could be 4 in the morning call time, and he is bumping music. He's like riling everybody up, kissing everybody, hugging everybody, you know, asking, you know, the people that are making our food, you know, how's your day going today? Like, he's just a people's person, which is so nice to have around.
Hi, I'm RJ Kyler.
You know, every time I think of RJ, this natural smile and this natural laugh just comes to me. He's just, you know how sometimes you don't understand where kids get their energy from, and it's nonstop. It's like that with RJ, but with comedy. It just streams out of him. He can do whatever, say whatever, and get away with whatever because of his humor. It's a real gift.
And then you have Ludi, who is just, again, so dedicated and has some crazy ideas that we're like, what? And then we try it and we're like, oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Action!
Hi.
Again?
At least you got to be on top this time.
He's such an incredible individual, and Jason and Zach sort of have this love-hate relationship that gets explored in the script. It's like 2 alpha males butting heads, you know? And at some points it does become very animalistic and quite immature.
Don't tell me to concentrate. Just follow my lead.
Let's not fight with each other.
Off-screen, it's like Ludi and me sitting by, you know, the crafty tent chatting and, you know, being very good friends off-screen, but then having that classic rivalry on screen.
We actually have a lot in common. I don't know if he realizes that, but you know, all the other Rangers look up to me for exercise tips or diet tips, but I was, you know, in high school, I was fat. All along high school, I was just the fat kid who loved video games. And then Dacre had said many times that, you know, he wasn't the fittest kid in school, too. And we also grew up in Australia, and also the same place. I lived in Perth, Fremantle, for over a year, and that's where he's born and lived all his life, actually.
Let's do this, for real. I'm Zach, and I am a Power Ranger.
Hi, Zach.
Hi, Zach.
The atmosphere on set was fantastic. I mean, we were doing 17-hour days, 6 days a week, and obviously everybody's working their bum off. Not just us, the crew, because I could never, ever just say that it was just us. Once again, it's a collaborative effort. But, I mean, we'd muck around on set, you know, have a lot of fun, bring a lot of really young energy to the role and because what's going on screen between us is happening off screen. We're mucking around, we're being kids, we're being teenagers, right?
We're the new cast of Saban's Power Rangers.
Now to introduce ourselves, I'm Becky G, the Yellow Ranger.
I'm RJ Kyler, and I play the Blue Ranger.
I'm Naomi Scott, and I play the Pink Ranger.
I'm Ludi Lin, and I play the Black Ranger.
And I'm Dacre Montgomery. I play the Red Ranger.
We're
Thank God, because I messed up too. Let's do that again from the top. Take 2.
That's what being young is all about, you know? Like the revolution of being young and figuring out how to sort of own your own power. I love that as a theme.
Coming through, everybody. I'm swimming. Just keep swimming.
So when professionalism was needed, we'd engage that sort of role and take that position, but a lot of the time it was a lot about feeling it out, and Dean, the director, was incredibly encouraging of having that collaborative element, about bringing new ideas to the scenes every day and, you know, improvising, you know, making the situation sort of chop and change as the story went along.
Land and pushing dust.
You know what that's called?
Okay, you know, great actors can repeat it.
No, RJ can repeat it. Oh!
So that was really good. Yeah, great vibe.
I think we should have filmed that one.
I was very impressed with this young corps. I didn't work with any of them. I only worked by myself.
If the power coins have been returned to the ship with these...
Teenagers.
Yes, I know.
But I saw what was shot, I saw how they performed, and it was intriguing. And that was part of what made me want to do the movie in the first place, is that I saw some of the work that was already shot before I signed on. And I was impressed.
I mean, I'm thrilled about the cast that we found, and what's so interesting is we've been working on the script a lot all through the casting process, and we never had the characters fully down on the page while we were casting the movie. And I think what's amazing that's happened is now that I look at the fully formed characters on the page, they are these kids. And I think we somehow managed to, and we never discussed it, but we somehow managed to find kids who embodied the core of the characters we were trying to wrestle with on the page before they were even fully realized.
Man, it's like a tingly feeling, like you wake up every day happy knowing that you can be a Power Ranger, you know? And the fact that I am one, I don't have a bad morning nowadays. It just doesn't happen. It doesn't happen, because anything that happens bad, I'm like, okay, at the end of the day, I'm a Power Ranger. This is cuddling with the Ranger.
Okay, we'll go again, guys. Stay warm.
It's Ranger cuddling. Very nice.